I actually had been weighing myself, and I'll kind of talk about that because there's some things I want to share, some strategies that I've used that I hopefully will be helpful to you. And just this past week, I actually had, measured my weight, and I had set as my first big goal to lose 80 pounds. And I shared this picture, and this is it. And I look much, much different than what I did. But like I said, this is not something that I just committed to in the last, I started this journey with Lumen in August of 2020, but I have been struggling with my weight, and it just popped up on my phone, an old story that I shared. And this is from like early 2019. And I had been in that year, I had been running. I've been running at least 100 miles. I actually had started Active. I'd run 100 miles a month minimum. I actually, by the end of the year, I was running at least 200 miles, and I was not feeling any lighter. My clothes were not fitting better. In fact, I felt like I was gaining weight even though I was running so much. And I saw this video, and even when I was just to show that I was like still trying to figure this out.
Hey, good morning everybody. George Couros, just about to start my workout this morning, and just a really quick thought. Just some days you get frustrated. I've been working my butt off the last year, and I'm not seeing the results that I had hoped that I would see, and it can be defeating and tough. And you want to quit, but I guarantee you, if you quit, you won't see those results. There's no way. So you got to keep going, keep pushing, maybe try some different things, but just keep trying. So that's what I'm getting in my head right now, and I hope I help someone else, do something today to help themselves get a little bit better. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks.
And so I share that because I think it's really important to understand. And there's this quote from Jim Valvano, and he actually says it's from his dad. And he said, hard work is not a guarantee of success, but not working hard is a guarantee you will have no success. And I think it's, like I said, this is not just about weight loss, it's about how we set our goals. That I was still working hard, but I wasn't seeing success. But sometimes we just continuously do the same thing over and over again, but harder, but we actually got to figure out different directions. And this image from Dimitri Martin, I find really fascinating. He actually, I think did this as a joke, but it's really accurate, and talks about success as kind of this, it's not a linear process. It's up and down. It's all over the place. And there are downs even when there's ups. And that video you just saw or you just heard, depending on how you're consuming this, is actually those downs. And that video in 2019 I could have made it in 2018, 2017. I tried this, and I could easily look at those things like, hey, I tried V-Shred, this 6-week workout, and said it was a total failure. What a waste of time. But how I look at it is like, hey, it didn't work the way that I wanted, but what did I pick up from this? What did I learn from that process? Hey, I tried Active, I did the running thing. Didn't work the way I wanted it to, but what did I learn from the process? And I think that's how we have to look. And you think about this, just not, many of you listening are obviously educators. Think about this, in school, is that sometimes we just want this constant up, but that's not how it works, right? But even through failures, what do we learn through that process? What do we take away from the process of failing when things don't go the way that we actually want them to go? And then actually take that, learn from it, and then apply it to the next step. And it doesn't mean that we continue on this process. It doesn't mean that we, just keep going hard in the same direction. It's like, hey, let's maybe change directions, take some of those lessons, apply them to the next phase. And like I said, this last week, I actually, showed that I've hit my first goal. And, I think for me, one of the things is just continuously setting goals is important.